what do I do if I want to court P5? Like if somebody, they're basically asking if somebody wants to seriously date you, like what do they need to do? And this is Charlotte. This is what Fa's saying. She was like, "Sir, first, be obvious about it." Who y'all think she was talking to? Who do y'all think she was talking to? She said, "What do I?" Somebody commented, "What do I do if I want to court P5?" And her first response was, "Be obvious about it." See? All right, so let me react to this joint first, and then we'll go to the Soulmate Live. Oops, I guess I should, hold on. Back to the present. Listen to this live, y'all.
Candy. ใส่เกลือเยอะเป็นโรคไตใส่ใจมากเกินไปเป็นได้แก่พี่น้องต่อยแม่ง
ได้อีกเอาอีกขยี้
She's with P Son and her sister, just like P Dad, just so y'all know.
เราจะไม่พลาดพิงถึงคนอื่นสกัดบอ
She was saying when she, okay, so you heard what she said, don't mention others' names. People was asking about Charlotte, and she was like, don't mention others' names.
เราจะไม่พลาดพิงถึงคนอื่นสกัดบอ
Don't mention.
สกัดบอ
She was like, want a fist? Like she was ready to fight. Child, say you embarrassing us. You embarrassing me.
หัวทั้งสองได้
ไม่โอเคนะฮัลโหลมาควบคุมพฤติกรรมพิสดารหลายรอบละ
ไม่ใช่ร้านเพื่อนเรา
Many attempts at what, bruh? Relax.
มันต้องเข็ดเสียงกว่านี้มันได้อีกอีกนิดมันต้องเจ็บอีกหน่อยเจ็บได้อีก
Bro, she needed her family. She was going through it. You understand me? Charlotte had her going through it.
Nowhere
แฟนเก่าประเดชแต่ว่าเขาเป็นเพื่อนกันแล้ว
See, P Dad's ex-boyfriend showed up. This is what I was talking about. And Fob was like, but they're friends, and they broke up a long time ago. She was basically like, how the fuck, how do they do that?
แล้วเขาเลิกกันไปนานแล้วแฟนเก่าปะ
She was probably trying to figure out how she could get back on good terms with
แฟนแล้ว
Charlotte.
แบบทำไมถึงแบบเป็นเพื่อนกับแฟนเก่าไม่ได้งง
แฟ
มาก
นเก่าฉัน
ทุกคนเป็นแฟนกันเลิกกันไปก็เป็นเพื่อนกันได้ เหมือนพี่ฟ้า
Broke up, but they still
พี่
close
ฟ้า
friends.
เลิกกับผู้จัดการคนเก่าไปพี่ฟ้าก็ยังเป็นเพื่อนทำงานกันได้ปกติเพราะพี่ฟ้ารู้สึกว่าคนเราไม่ได้เกิดมาเจอกันแล้วอ่ะทำไมเวลาที่เราจะเลิกกันจะต้องตัดขาดเขาออกไปจากชีวิตเลยเหมือนที่
Y'all see what I said? She said, people were born to meet, but why do we have to cut each other off from our life after a breakup? Now, somebody tell me, what was the timeline? When did this live come out? What time of last year? What time last year did this live come out? Can somebody tell me what time last year this live came out? Like what month? The food is good. It's fried chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. Hertzog's been a member for 1 month. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. It was before August. Okay. Okay. August, right before her concert. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
ทำไมเวลาที่เราจะเลิกกันจะต้องตัดขาดเขาออกไปจากชีวิตเลยเหมือนที่พ่อพี่ฟ้าสอนถ้าเราได้เจอใครสักคนหนึ่งแล้วไม่ว่าความสัมพันธ์เรามันจะไปต่อในรูปแบบไหนก็แล้วแต่เราไม่ควรตัดเขาออกไปจากชีวิตยกเว้นซะว่าเราเจอบทเรียนที่แบบมันไม่ควรที่จะกลับมาเจอกันอีกแต่ว่าถ้าเราเลิกกันได้ดีพี่ฟ้าว่ามันก็เป็นเพื่อนกันได้
Y'all hear how she's talking, right?
น้ำตาจะไหลฟังไม่ออกพยักหัวไว้ก่อน
แต่เขาหล่อขึ้นนะ she said you still handsome
จริงเหรอ
จริง
เชียมสวยอ่ะ
อยากจีบพี่ฟ้าต้องทำยังไง ข้อแรก ชัดเจน
ตัดจมูก
ข้อสองต้องชอบเราจริง
Somebody asked,
ๆ ข้อสาม
in case y'all don't know what she was responding to, somebody just asked, what do I do if I want to court P5? Like, if somebody, they were basically asking if somebody wants to seriously date you, like, what do they need to do? And this is Charlotte, this is what Fa's saying. She was like, sir, first, be obvious about it. Who y'all think she was talking to? Who do y'all think she was talking to? She said, somebody commented, what do I do if I want to court P5? And her first response was, be obvious about it. See, back then, I feel like that was the biggest issue back then. And the reason why Fa ended up, you know, if she did, ended up doing something with Tina, this the reason why, one of the reasons why was because Charlotte was so back and forth and ambiguous, you know, in a lot of ways, where like she did say, you know, Fa and Charlotte both knew that Charlotte had feelings for Fa and vice versa, but Charlotte was still like, you know, in a space where she just didn't know if she wanted to move forward in that. And that is a very, you know, it can be a very ambiguous and a very uncertain place to be. And Fa definitely felt that, you know, because she knew that Charlotte wanted to be with her, but at the same time, Charlotte didn't want to be with her. And that's a real weird place for her to be. So her first response was, be obvious about it, bro.
ชัดเจน
The fans were very toxic to Charlotte. And that's another thing. I'm not blaming Charlotte. What Charlotte was going through was very natural for somebody who was trying to, you know, as an adult, navigate, you know, same-sex feelings for someone. I understand that completely. And anybody that doesn't understand that or was trying to put pressure on her, you're childish and you're immature. But what all I was saying was, in this regard, it was 100% Charlotte's inability to decide or commit to being one way or the other that really pushed Fa in this position where she was just like, you know, I don't know what this girl really wants from me. You notice her second response is truly like me. So her first response is be obvious about it. Second response is truly like me. All of this is saying is that she was never sure back then what Charlotte's intentions were or what Charlotte's real feelings were. She was like, first of all, do you like me? And if you do like me, then be obvious about it. That's basically what she's saying right now by answering this question.
ต้องชอบเราจริงๆ ข้อสาม
Analyze someone grade.
ข้อสี่พี่ฟ้าชอบคนจริงใจ ข้อห้าพี่ฟ้าชอบคนเสมอต้นเสมอปลาย
Hold
พี่ฟ้าชอบ
on.
คนจริงใจ
I like somebody sincere.
ข้อ
And
ห้า
I like
พี่ฟ้า
somebody
ชอบคนเสมอต้น
consistent.
เสมอปลายแค่นั้น หน้าตาในฟลิกฐานะในฟลิก
Consistent.
พี่ฟ้าเคยคบคนที่เคยเลือกคนที่หน้าตาท้ายที่สุดก็ไม่ได้เลือกคนที่หน้า
See what she said? Appearance is not set. Financial prospect
พี่
not
ฟ้าเคยคบ
set.
คนที่เคยเลือกคนที่
I used to choose based on appearances in the end. I'm gonna tell you, that's a very Aquarius thing to do. We're very superficial, extremely
หน้าตา
superficial.
ท้ายที่สุดก็
I feel like I missed out on a lot of great relationships because I'm so superficial. I'm like, nah, you just don't do it for me.
เรื่องฐานะก็ไม่ได้ตอบโจทย์ขอให้มีแฟนรวยหรือไม่รวยก็ไม่ได้มีผลอะไรกับชีวิตพี่ฟ้าเพราะว่าพี่ฟ้าหาเงินเอง
At this point, I was like, I'll take
ใช้
anybody.
เองภูมิใจกว่าอายุก็ไม่ฟิกนะเพราะเคยเจอคนที่เด็กแต่ความคิดโตเคยเจอคนที่โตความคิดเด็กก็มีสรุปรีบตอนแรกก็คิดว่าไม่รีบนะ
She's leaving the door
แต่เรา
open,
ไม่รู้
bro.
ว่าถ้าเรารออะไรที่มันไม่ก็คิดว่าไม่
She said, after all, you're in a hurry. And that's the comment. And she said, at first I thought there is no hurry.
รีบนะ แต่เราไม่รู้ว่าถ้าเรารออะไรที่
She
มันไม่
said,
มี
but if I wait for something that I don't know what's at the end of it. So she basically was like, at first I wasn't in a hurry. She was like, but now I'm thinking like, how long am I gonna have to wait on this girl? I really feel like she was talking about Charlotte. Like, you gotta read the subliminals in between the lines. She was like, what's the point of waiting on this girl if I don't know what the outcome is gonna be? That's basically what she's saying. Girl, shut up.
เราไม่รู้ว่าปลายทางมันจะเป็นยังไงอะแล้วเราจะรอไปเพื่ออะไร
She's like, see, what am I waiting for?
การใช้ชีวิตของคนเรามันคือการหาความสุขใส่ตัวเองไม่ใช่หรอ
Now, that sounds very familiar to what Charlotte was saying last week in Chiang Mai. Shouldn't I be able to live my life and be happy? Am I not allowed to be happy? That's what Fa was saying. So you see how the roles have reversed, right?
ตอนช่วงที่มันไม่ได้ทำงานหนักมากๆมันชิลมากเลยนะหัวใจอ่ะ
She said when I didn't work hard, I was chill.
แต่พอเราทำงานหนัก
But as I
มาก
work
ขึ้น
hard
มา
every
กขึ้น
day,
ทุกวัน
this
ทุ
is
ก
the
วัน
fifth month I've been
นี่
working
เดือน
without
ที่ 5 แล้ว
stopping.
ที่พี่ฟ้าทำงานโดยที่พี่ฟ้าไม่ได้หยุด
And that's another thing. They both had like really demanding schedules, especially back during that time. It was crazy. And even, I mean, they have it now, but it was even crazier back then. And they just didn't have the time to explore what they were really feeling for each other. They didn't.
เลยอ่ะ
They
แล้ว
both
ยิ่ง
were
เรา
too
แบบ
good.
โตขึ้นทุกวันอ่ะเนี่ยเดี๋ยวจะสิ้นปีหน้าพี่ฟ้าก็จะ28แล้วอ่ะถ้าเรามีใครสักคนหนึ่งในขณะที่เราทำงานหนักมากๆคอยซัพพอร์ตใจเราแบบคอยมาพูดไม่ถูกอ่ะมันก็คงจะดีเนาะด้วยวัยของเราด้วยวัยเราก็ไม่ได้เชิงรีบมากก็ไม่ได้หมายถึงว่าจะเอาใครมาเป็นแฟนก็ได้อะไม่ได้หมายถึงว่าหนูจะคว้าใครมาเป็นแฟนก็ได้เพราะเหงามากไม่ใช่ความรู้สึกนั้นคนหนึ่งจะมีใครสักคนหนึ่งก็ขอเป็นคนที่เรารู้สึกว่า
She said, I ain't so
เรามั่น
lonely,
ใจ
I'm
แล้ว
taking
ว่า
anybody.
ก็ต้องเป็นคนที่เรารู้สึกว่าใช่จริงๆ
She's like, I ain't just taking anybody.
บางคนแฟนคลับก็ถามก็บอกว่า เห็นพี่ฟ้าบอกว่าไม่รีบไม่ใช่หรอไม่รีบไม่ได้แปลว่าจะต้องรอตลอดไป
And look, she said, not in a hurry does not mean that I wait forever. Y'all have to understand. Again, you got to read between the lines. What is she waiting on? She was clearly implying a situation. She was like, I'm not going to sit here and wait forever for this girl to come to her senses and realize that I'm for her or she's for me or whatever the case may be. So I'm telling you, y'all, when I watched this live and I watched it in its entirety, bro, when I tell you my heart was breaking for her, my heart was breaking for her because I've been there before. It was like an unrequited love because even if Charlotte did feel the same way, she didn't reciprocate it in a way that let Fa feel confident that, you know, she felt the same way. So for all intents and purposes, it was an unrequited love. That shit hurts, bro. To put so much effort and time into a situation only for it to fall flat and be like, oh, bruh. Now, luckily, it seems like they got a rejuvenation. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't happen for everybody. Their rejuvenation came when Fa went to Indonesia and they were separated for that month, and Charlotte was sitting back watching Fa and Peachy get close, and that shit, that shit did something. It did something to her.
ฟิลป่ะการโสดมันก็ไม่ได้แย่มันก็มีข้อดีของมันนะ
What? The what is what? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes! Flexing. That was me flexing on him. Bro, I don't give a damn 126 and 125. We fought for that. We fought for that. Oh, I can't wait to watch that playback. The reason why I wasn't sweating it because I'm recording the game. But, oh my God. See, the thing is, they outscored us. Look at that. They outscored us in the fourth quarter, but we're a third quarter team. They outscored us in the fourth quarter, but in the third quarter, we did just enough. We did enough to keep them at bay. Oh, shit. That hurt a little bit. Yo. Yeah. Gang. Oh my God. I know, I'm sorry. I took forever. I'm sorry. Gang represent gang. Warriors. Gang. Gang, gang. Doing the pregnant screen. The rejuvenation came when they started filming, since they started from scratch relationship wise. Yeah. I agree.
กับตัวเองแต่ว่าถ้าคนที่ติดตามจริงก็จะรู้ว่าเรามีโล
I
ก
said that when they started filming this series,
แล้วก็เป็นโลกที่อยู่คนเดียว
it really
ไม่
helped.
ได้คือบางทีจะเจอปัญหาอะไรที่มัน
Open
เย
them
อะ
back
แล้ว
up to
เข้า
each
มา
other.
ทีเดียวพร้อมๆกันเข้าบางครั้งก็เกิดคำถามว่าผู้หญิงคนนึงแม่งต้องเจออะไรที่มันแบบหนักขนาดนี้เลยเหรอวะถ้าเรามีแบบมีกำลังใจในคนอยู่ข้างมันก็คงดีเนาะมันก็เลยมีฟีลนั้นในบางครั้งที่เรารู้สึกเหงาว่าแบบพอเราเลิกงานกับทุกคนนึกภาพว่าเวลาพี่ฟ้าเลิกงานกับมาปุ๊บประมาณแบบเที่ยงคืนเนี้ยกลับมาถึงห้องแล้วเราก็มันก็จะมีความรู้สึกแบบนิดนึงไม่รู้จะคุยกับใครทุกวันนี้คุยกับแฟนคลับ แต่ว่าชีวิตหลังจากที่เราวางโทรศัพท์อะมันก็จะมีความรู้สึกไม่ได้อยากใช้คำว่าเหงาอะใช้คำว่าแบบ
Now, this is when I was telling y'all, damn, I'm spitting food, I'm sorry. This is when I was telling y'all, now y'all know this is before August and the Singapore and the Tina thing and before they diagnosed her with manic depression. Or I'm not even going to say that they diagnosed her with depression. When I saw this live was actually the first live that gave me some kind of like indication or inkling that Fa may have been dealing with depression. When she talked about the fact that, similar to what Charlotte was saying, she doesn't have anyone, when she doesn't talk to the fans, when she puts her phone down, she's lonely. Because I noticed that's why she went live so often when they were doing the MGT pageant. I was like, bro, Fa would literally like fall asleep on live. You know what I'm saying? Like, with a headache or whatever, like she would, there would be nothing. And she even said it, you know, like, it kind of gave her solace, you know, it comforted her. But this live was the first time where I felt like she might be dealing with some depression. Yeah, I did. And this was before they even diagnosed it. But this was when I felt like I was like, damn, I think that she might be going through something. But I didn't vocalize it because at that time I didn't know that she had already come out and made that statement. And I don't ever like to diagnose people, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know, anybody that knows has been here for a while, y'all know I've been trained in certain, you know, styles of therapy and different things like that. And when I was listening to her talk, I was like, damn, she sounds like somebody who's like dumb depressed.
โดดเดี่ยวอ้างว้างฟิลนั้นพี่ฟ้าไม่ชัดเจนเองคุณรู้ได้ยังไงคุณรู้ได้ยังไง
Now somebody came and said you didn't make it clear. They were talking about her feelings toward Charlotte. She was like, what? She said, how do you know? She was like, you're only on this. She was like, you're only inside the phone screen. You're not supposed to learn what's happening in real life. She was like, you don't know what I did. You don't know how I stretched myself out and like told this girl what it was. Like, no, and nobody really knows. But I know she's an Aquarius. She told her what it was.
ว่าอะไรมันเกิดขึ้น
I know she told her what it was.
ตอบในเรื่องของความชัดเจนพี่ฟ้าว่าไม่มีใครไม่ชัดเจนนะ
She said it's clear. I made it very clear.
ทุกคนชัดเจนหมดแล้วซึ่งไม่ได้อยู่นี่ซึ่งทุกคนน่าจะรู้อยู่แล้วว่าทุกคนตอนนี้ชัดเจน
And she said everybody made it clear. Now when she said that, she said everybody made it clear. She was basically saying that was, now remember, this was after Charlotte did that live where they asked her if Fa and her could be together in real life, and she was like, at this point I don't think there's any chance. So yeah, that's why I didn't pay too much time when she disappeared to Singapore. Same thing, Kinky. Neither did I. And the reason why I didn't pay no mind to it, and I didn't pay no mind to whatever she was doing with Tina, was the reason why is because it was a rebound situation. It was always gonna be. So when people got like up in arms when she started like kind of messing with Tina, I was like, don't worry about that. I knew it wasn't gonna last. It was a rebound situation. The moment that Charlotte started showing interest in her again, she dropped Tina like a hot cake, bro. That you had to, but again, if you don't understand relationships, you haven't had a lot of experience relationships, you might see something like that and think that somebody can change their feelings from moment to moment. Y'all really thought that she could go from 1 week being madly in love with Charlotte, putting herself out online, being prostrate, talking like she's heartbroken, to the next week she's out in Singapore chilling and kicking with somebody else, and y'all think that that's really that was a true reflection of her heart? No, her behavior was a defense mechanism. It wasn't the reflection of her heart. Her heart was she was still with Charlotte. Her behavior said, well, fuck it, I'm gonna just do what I want to do. Since you don't want me, I'm gonna go air. I know a couple bitches who do. That's what that was. That's all that was.
อยู่ที่คุณจะหลอกตัวเองหรือเปล่านั่นแหละอยู่ที่ว่าจะหลอกตัวเองหรือเปล่าเพราะตอนนี้ทุกอย่างมันชัดเจนอยู่แล้วตัวพี่ฟ้าเองชัดเจนตั้งแต่แรกเลยไม่มีคำไหนที่โกหกทุกอย่างที่พูดไปจริงใจที่สุดเท่าที่จะทำได้แล้วไม่งั้นมันคงจะไม่เกิดการจิ้นเกิดขึ้นหรือว่าการอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแน่นอนตัวพี่ฟ้าเองชัดเจนตั้งแต่แรกเริ่มไม่มีคำไหนที่โกหกทุกอย่างที่พูด
For me, I made it clear since the beginning. Never a word I lied. Everything I said was real. That's what she said.
จริงใจที่สุด
She said being as much honest as I could, otherwise there wouldn't be any shipping. She said the reason why y'all even ship us is because I was keeping it a buck about the way I felt. And so was Charlotte. I don't think that Charlotte ever lied or deceived or led Fa on. I don't ever think that it was anything like that. But I do think that I do think that she may have oversold her readiness to move forward with Fa. And what I mean by that is because she didn't want Fa showing attention to anybody else, I think that she gave Fa a little more hope early on than she probably should have, for Fa to think that, okay, well, maybe we can really do something or be something now. And Charlotte wasn't ready, but she also didn't want Fa to be messing with nobody else. So she was being kind of selfish in that regard. I could see that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it was like malicious or intentional. I think it just kind of happened by default. She knew she liked Fa, but she wasn't ready to move forward with Fa, but she also didn't want Fa to try to move on with somebody else. And so that was kind of like the weird tug of war they were in at this time.
ที่จะทำได้แล้วไม่งั้นมันคงจะไม่เกิดการจิ้นเกิดขึ้นหรือว่าการอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแน่นอนและอย่างที่พี่ฟ้าจะบอกว่าโซเชียลมันไม่ได้สามารถตัดสินอะไรได้ทุกอย่างไม่ได้อยู่ในเหตุการณ์ในชีวิตจริงๆของศิลปินนะก็อย่าไปตัดสินเขาว่าคนนี้ไม่ดีคนนั้นไม่โอเคคนนี้ไม่อะไรทุกคนมีเหตุผลของตัวเองหมดทุกคนมีสิทธิ์ที่จะเลือกการใช้ชีวิตของเขาหมดแต่เราไม่จำเป็นที่จะต้องไปบังคับให้คนนู้นคนนี้แบบเป็นอย่างที่เราต้องการ
Right. And you see what she's saying? She was like, look, I ain't finna force nobody. She said, if she want to be with me, she want to be with me. If she don't want to be with me, it is what it is. This is what I mean when I say I never took the shit between her and Tina seriously. Because the attitude that she had when her and Tina even started hanging out, it was on some, well, fuck it, if you don't want me, I'm going to do what I want to do type shit. That's never sincere. Whatever pretenses she met this chick Tina and her and Tina started hanging out under, it was never sincere. Not from Fa's side. And honestly, not from Tina's side, because we know she was just in it for whatever she could get out of it. But either way, from Fa's side, it was more or less like the person who wants me, the person who I want doesn't want me, so I'm going to pretend to want somebody else. That's all that was.
แบบเป็นอย่างนี้สิทำไมไม่ทำแบบนี้ทำไมไม่ทำแบบนี้อันนี้ไม่ต้องยัดเยียดถูกถ้าคนที่ชอบคือชอบถ้าไม่ชอบ
Okay, so here's the thing. I need y'all to understand. Peachy was the other interest in the Englot situation. What y'all have to understand is the Tina situation never bothered Charlotte. Not the way that y'all think. And the reason why is because Charlotte at that time had already said that there was no chance for them. So she was the one that was putting it out there that there was never going to be anything between her and Fa. And so how could she be mad when Fa go run off and do something else with somebody, go do something with somebody else at that time? That Tina situation never bothered Charlotte because she knew at that time Fa was acting out of a rebound type of situation. She knew what Fa was doing. The situation with Peachy was different because Fa and Charlotte were on good terms when Fa went to Indonesia, but they had no labels and they hadn't really started talking or trying to pursue anything romantically. So when Fa got out to Indonesia and her and Peachy had this dumb ass chemistry, because they really did, they had great chemistry that people could see through the lives and everything like that. Like that shit started to make Charlotte go, wait a minute now. She even said it that Faye on Show Me Love was what made made Charlene question her real feelings for Mina, and Fa made this face like like bruh. So Peachy was what really motivated Charlotte to look deeper into her feelings for Fa, not Tina. She was never threatened by Tina. I keep trying to tell y'all, people make that Tina situation into more than what it was. She was never threatened by Tina. That Tina situation was nothing but Fa just trying to showing out or acting out. It was never nothing real. But the Peachy situation, there was genuine, real chemistry between Peachy and Fa. And Charlotte peeped that, and she knew that she didn't have no real holds or no ties on Fa, and that made her feel some type of way. Because like I said, at that time, they were in good standing. So she was like, well, what the fuck is she talking to this other bitch for? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was that kind of situation. When the whole Tina situation happened, Charlotte was already pushing Fa away. So she couldn't really, you know... And no, nobody blames Peachy at all. And if anybody blames Peachy, y'all whack, because Peachy couldn't help. Who could help that? Fa was like throwing her. Fa was. I'm not gonna say she was throwing herself, but she was definitely risen Peachy. She was throwing game at her, bro. Peachy was the threat, never Tina. Never Tina.
แต่ว่าความรู้สึกดีๆมันก็ไม่จำเป็นที่จะต้องมาในรูปแบบของแฟนเสมอไปมีไอ้นี่ไปก่อนเดี๋ยวโอนให้มันสามารถเป็นในรูปแบบของ ก็อย่างที่บอกเป็นพี่น้องเป็นครอบครัวเป็นอะไรได้หมดใครบอกพี่ฟ้าไม่จีบเขาก็บอกอยู่ว่าไม่มีสิทธิ์
Oh, now, if ever there was a doubt that what Charlotte and Fa have is not fan service, it was this shit right here, bro. Fa, that Aquarius rose up and Fa called that shit straight out. She said, bro, what you mean? I never made a move. She already said that there ain't no chance. That is verbatim what Charlotte said. Charlotte said there is no chance. Fa was literally quoting this chick. She was quoting Charlotte. She was letting y'all know what she was referring to. There was no sugarcoating in this joint at all. Y'all knew. Y'all gonna tell me that they wasn't, bro? Like I said, they are giving the vibes of they've tried to make a relationship work for like however many months, and things just kept getting in the way. But now they're finally in a space where they can really try to move forward in a relationship and work, and other people and shit like that don't get in the way. They said it in the behind the scenes that I just reacted to, where what did they say? They said that many people got in their way and many things tried to, you know, prevent them from being together, but yet they still managed to, you know, persevere and end up side by side. So all I'm saying is, with even in this situation, you know, saying that if I was letting y'all know, look, I done did my part. It's time for her to do hers. And that's why I feel like they are right now. I feel like Charlotte is just Charlotte's time to put in work. Fa been doing all this. Fa been letting everybody know what it was. It's Charlotte's turn. It's Charlotte's turn. I know that seems petty, but it is what it is.
เขาไม่ได้เธอเข้าใจคำว่ารสนิยมความชอบไหม
She said this was Fa being petty. This was Fa being petty. And the reason why I say this is because Charlotte herself said that she belonged to the LGBTQ community. She said she was queer. Fa got mad because she got rejected. And all of a sudden, she wants to make it seem like Charlotte's not a part of the LGBTQ community. She was being petty. She was being petty. She was being petty. She's not, you understand about sexual orientation. She's trying to be like, look, she's not gay. She's not, and that's never what it was. That's never what it was. Just because Charlotte wasn't ready to move forward with a woman, it doesn't mean that she wasn't genuinely or isn't genuinely attracted to Fa. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some people, it's just a little bit more difficult. Even if they know that and they can acknowledge that, it's still more difficult for them to move forward in that and make it their everyday normal. You know what I'm saying?
เขายังไม่ได้เป็นเราอะคือ LG แต่เขายังไม่ได้แบบเป็น 100% จะไปแบบ
she's not 100%.
ยัดเยียดให้เขามาชอบผู้หญิงเลยมันก็เป็นไปไม่ได้
But see, again, that's Fa being petty because Shaw already said that she can be with anybody as long as she's comfortable. Fa saying this was it was like low key, just, you know, she was being petty because Charlotte already clarified that. This was Fa feeling rejected, and she was kind of like low key lashing out.
Get feel ปะซึ่งเขายัง
I didn't forget about Kiss and Makeup. It's coming after this, y'all.
Get feel ไหมซึ่งเขายังไง Get feel ไหม
She was definitely hurt.
เข้มดิชี้เข้มดิ
She was hurt.
นี่ชัดจนไม่รู้จะชัดยังไงแล้ว
And I'm reading her the way I would be reading myself if I was in this situation. I was saying the shit she's saying. As an Aquarius, we never, like I said, we're never the type we're gonna come across where we're not gonna get online and be like, ah, and crying and all this other shit. But everything she's saying, she's heartbroken like shit, bro. She's heartbroken like shit.
สุดแล้วบอก
She
เลย
feels
ว่าพี่คือ
rejected.
ที่
She
สุด
feels dejected. She feels, you know, just like she's embarrassed. She put herself out there.
เพราะฉะนั้นไม่ต้องซีเรียสค่ะทุกคน
Don't be serious, y'all. If you like an artist, continue following them. Ask yourself, why do you like them?
ชื่นชอบศิลปินก็ติดตามเขาต่อไป ถามตัวเองว่าเราชอบเขาเพราะอะไรเรา
like that might be fun
That was her hurt talking for sure. That was her hurt talking.
รักมากกลัวจะเสียไป มันก็เหมือนกับการที่ว่าเราจะหายใจทำไม ถ้าเรารู้ว่าวันหนึ่งเราก็ต้องตายอ่ะ
โกรธมากเลย
Yeah, like why do you love if you know it won't work out? The same reason why, like, why do you breathe if we know one day we'll die? It's because, like, bitch, because I got to, because I want to, I need to.
โอ้ยเข้มๆดี
Be tough. She kept telling us, "Be
ไม่ต้องคิด
tough."
อะไรเยอะค่ะ
ซิกกี้สกิสอรี่อะไร
ไม่กูเนี่ยไม่ต้องคิดอะไรเยอะล้อเล่น
Yeah, that Aquarius telling herself not to think too much,
ชีวิตมันก็มี
and she kept getting
แค่นี้แหละ
drunk.
ทุกคนจะไปคิดมากอย่าไปเครียดอะไรที่มันติดตามหรือเราเสพแล้วเราไม่มีความสุข เราปล่อยผ่านหรือเราข้ามไปเลย ชีวิตเรามันเครียดมากพออยู่พี่ฟ้าก็เป็นแค่ศิลปินคนหนึ่งทุกๆคนก็เป็นศิลปินคนหนึ่งทุกคนมีความรู้สึกมีหัวใจอยากใช้ชีวิต
I was thinking sharp
ไม่
later.
ใครมาบังคับ
Facts.
ชีวิตของใครอยู่
so you like the big
เอาอีก
แค่นั้น
อีกก่อน
โดนแน่เข้มๆดิเอาอยู่นี่
หมดแล้ว
I didn't see you anyway
Bruh, she was getting lit on this live too, though.
เอาอีกเขาบอกพี่ฟ้าไม่
He
เป็น
dead
จริ
in
ง
the back.
ถ้าเธอ
Comment said she said P5 never hit on her. Now these were people that were coming back and basically, I guess, quoting back to Fa what Charlotte had said in her live. And somebody commented and said, basically, Charlotte said you never hit on her. And Fa said, if you, I don't want to say, she was like, better not. I know exactly where she was about to go with that. She was like, and if you believe that shit, if you believe that shit, then you slower than she is, bro.
ไม่อยากพูด
If you believe that
ไม่
shit.
พูดดีกว่า เปลี่ยนเรื่องปะไป ไม่พูดแล้วพอแล้วพูดไปแล้วจะร้องไห้
Just out here
เป็น
singing sad
พี่น้องกัน
songs.
อะดีที่สุดแล้วทำงานด้วยกันมันก็ไม่ลำบาก
Now see, now she's rationalizing, okay? Being siblings is the best. It wouldn't be awkward working together. She's rationalizing, right? She was like, you know what? It's okay. This is better for us. It's better like this anyway because, you know, like as sisters, we can work together and there's no awkwardness. You know what I'm saying? But if we're dating or if something happens, and blah, blah, she's rationalizing this shit because she's hurt, bruh. Fa is hurt like shit, but she's like, no, it's okay. I'm all right. It's like you stub your toe and you be like, like she's literally just like that's what she's doing. She's doing it. No, I'm okay. I'm all right. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. That's what she's doing.
ด้วยเวลา
Like it is not okay.
ความรักมันไปต่อไม่ได้เราเลิกกันอะ
She was trying, right. Look,
พี่น้องก็ไม่มีวันเลิกกันไง
siblings can't break up. See,
ใช่
so I was like, bitch, I'm sad. Right.
ถ้าคนที่ใช่ไงมันก็ใช่ต่อให้วันนี้บอก
So, but then she says this in that classic optimistic P5 way. Right, the right person and will always be the right person. Who knows? Today's don't like my turn into like the next year. And god damn it, if she didn't quote like a fa, okay, between the fortune teller and them getting married and shit, between the lottery numbers, Fa really be on some predictable shit, bro. Like Fa is a whole prophet out here. She said today's don't like might turn into like the next year. And god dang it if she didn't hit that nail right on the head. She hit that nail on the head. Because what held Charlotte back in 2022 is not what's holding Charlotte back in 2023. She is all for it. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, Fa nailed it. Fa
ไม่ชอบ
nailed
ใคร
it.
จะไปรู้ปีหน้าเราชอบก็ได้
Fa manifested it. I'm telling you. That girl can
อย่าไป
manifest
คิด
the
เยอะ
shit.
บางทีบางคนแบบหูตอนนี้เครียดมากไม่ไหวแล้วเครียด
She
ไม่ไหว
said already
ร้องไห้
cried
แล้ว
about it. See? She
ดราม่าอีกแล้ว
classic Aquarius. Cry by yourself.
ปีหน้าเขาอาจจะเปิดตัวคบกันก็ได้เอาใครจะไปรู้
Manifesting fire, bro. Manifesting fire. She said then next year they might. I forgot she said this. She said then next year they might announce they're in a relationship. Now, according to y'all, this was prior to August. This was early August of 2022. She said then next year they might announce they're in a relationship. So don't be fixated. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. This? Y'all not convinced now? Engfa Damas. Engfa, just like Nikki Damas, Nostradamus, Nikki Damas, Engfa Damas, bro. Engfa Damas. Like, what? Like, oh my God, bro. She said then next year they might. So that's what I'm waiting on. It's 2023. Fa always predicts shit like this. So Fa, I'm waiting for y'all. So when? If it doesn't happen when you give up the crown, will it happen in America? Is that why y'all added Vegas to the lineup? Y'all getting married? Is y'all getting married? Like, come on, bro. Anyone live, close, or near NYC here? Like, I need to know if there are Englot Freeback fans near me. Facts, yo, I feel you. Char wasn't sure about Fox. She flirted with everyone. She said, don't worry, I'm going to get mine. Look.
เพราะฉะนั้นอย่าไปยึดติดกับสิ่งที่เรา
Okay,
คิด
fine. You
อะไร
better
มาก
have an
มาย
announcement this
ถ้าคนที่
shit.
ใช่มันก็คือใช่
Right person will
ถ้าคน
always be the right
ไม่
person.
ใช่
She said, but the
ต่อให้แบบ
opposite is also true. If they're not the
ต่อ
right
ให้
person,
แบ
they
บ
won't ever be.
สมมุติวันนี้เปิดตัวคบกัน
If they announce they're in a relationship today, next year they might break up. So she was like, nah, it's worth waiting on. I feel you, Fa.
ปีหน้าเขาอาจจะบอก
It's worth the wait. I feel you.
เพราะฉะนั้นก็ไม่พูดดีกว่ามั้งเซฟใจน้องแดงหน่อย
It's worth the wait.
ไม่เห็นมีใครเซฟใจศิลปินบ้างเลย
Hold on, what they say? Maybe you shouldn't say
ไม่พูดดี
save
กว่า
our
มั้ง
hearts.
เซฟใจ
Man,
น้อง
fuck
แดง
it.
หน่อย
I'm sorry. What about her heart?
ไม่เห็นมีใครเซฟใจศิลปินบ้างเลย
Right. She said what, no one wants to save the artist. What about her heart? You're talking about save your heart.
เศร้าเหรอ
เขาบอกว่า
She the one really in a relationship.
แต่ว่าไม่มีใครอยากเซฟความรู้สึกเราบ้างเลย
Right. It be the audacity of the
เราก็
fans
คนเหมือนกัน
sometimes,
เว้ย
bro.
พอเราพูดในสิ่งที่เราคิดอะพอเราพูดความจริงก็ไม่มีใคร
Nah, people be treating celebrities like they Sims characters, bro. Like you live vicariously through them, like they don't have real emotions and like they're not experiencing these things, and y'all wish y'all could just like pick and choose the outcome for them. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. Like that's a whole ass human. That's a whole
แล้ว
ass
เรา
human.
ทำงานเหนื่อยไปเพื่ออะไรวะถ้าเขาไม่ได้เสพติดผลงานเราอะ
เราใส่ชุดสีเทาดีครับเพศ
เราทำงานแทบตายเพื่ออะไร พอเราไม่
Please
พูด
hit
ก็
the
หา
like
ว่าเรา
button.
ไม่
I
ชัด
appreciate
เจ
you
น
guys. Hit the
พอเรา
like
ชัด
button.
เจ
Thank you
น
so much.
ก็เป็นแบบนี้
จากวันนี้
You see what she
ก็เป็น
said?
แบบ
When I didn't say, they said I didn't make things clear. When I made it clear, it becomes like this. Interesting. She said, so when I didn't say anything, they said I wasn't making things clear. She said, I made it clear, and all of a sudden, Charlotte online talking about something, there won't be any chance. Fa was, bruh, the rejection. That's why she went wild in Singapore with Tina.
จากวันนี้จะมีเราและได้
Be that. Aw. Nah, bruh. Hey, man, I don't want no copyright, bruh.
โดน
Okay.
มาอีกเอาอีกโดนกูโดนตลอด
ทำไมอ่ะ
โดนอะไร
อ่า
อย่าเครียด
ทำอะไร
แล้วพ
ทำ
อ
ไม
เรา
ต้อง
พู
มี
ด
ค
แบบ
นมาว่าอีกแล้
แล้ว
ว
ว่า
ว่า
ความจริงก็ไม่ค่อยมีใครสน
Right. If I was like, man, when I told you that truth, nobody wanted to accept the shit.
ผีนะ
ทีเราก็น้อยใจ
Damn, if I was like, see,
Nói
y'all
đây
got me out here feeling slighted.
เทคไทม์บอกแล้วกูจริงเทคไทม์ขอให้ทุกอย่างแบบ
Y'all see what Dad said though, right? P Dad said it's okay. She was like, don't be. She was like, good things take time. And P Son said the same
พิ
thing.
สูจน์แล้วก็
ทุกคนอยากให้เป็นแบบที่ตัวเอง
P
คิด
Son said, you all, it can't be what you think. We can't plant a tree and make it bloom in a day. They was spitting so much wisdom right there. They was like, yo, the seed has been planted. Sometimes you gotta step back and watch that shit bloom. And I'm trying to tell y'all, the shift that I've seen in them recently is not, like I said, it's not that Fa loves or is showing less affection towards Charlotte. It's just that, she planted the seed and now this tree got to bloom. She got to watch this fruit produce for itself. And then she going to reap, she'll go and pluck the fruit from the tree. But right now, Charlotte got to show her something.
เราไม่สามารถปลูกต้นไม้แล้วก็ออกดอกได้ภายในวันเดียว
อยากให้น้องตอนนี้อยากให้น้องเขาแบบ โฟกัสเรื่องงานเรื่องคอนเสิร์ต
นะคะนี่ค่ะคือชีวิตจริง คนเงียบน่ากลัวที่สุดแล้ว
The quiet ones are I say it all the time. It be the quiet ones, Becky, Charlotte. I'm trying to tell you, the quiet ones are dangerous. Not that I didn't have feelings, because I never said. Just been keeping it to
ถามมาไม่พูด
myself.
ไม่ใช่ว่าไม่มี
Look.
ไม่ใช่ว่าไม่มีความรู้สึกหรือว่าไม่คิดอะไรเราแค่เป็นคนที่แบบก็เก็บมาตลอด แต่ถ้าวันหนึ่งพี่ฟ้าพูดก็อยากให้ฟังแค่นั้นแหละ
ถ้าพี่ฟังได้พูด
เข้มดี
Me too.
ถ้าพี่ฟ้าจะเต้นสาวบางโพ
อยากให้ลองเต้นเหมือนในคอนเสิร์ตให้คนดูนิดนึง
ไม่เต้นตรงนี้ไม่ได้
เอาไม่ได้
เป็นความลับสิ่งที่แบบอยู่ตรงหน้าพี่ฟ้ามันเยอะมาก มันไม่ใช่แค่เรื่องเดียว มันไม่ใช่แค่เรื่องความรักอย่างเดียว มันเยอะไปหมดไหนจะความเป็น Miss Grand Thailand 2023อีกเดือนเดียวพี่ฟ้าก็ต้องไปอินโดแล้วมันหลายเรื่องมาก
She had to go to Indonesia.
ไหนจะเรื่องแม่ไหนจะเรื่องค่ายเพลงไหนจะเรื่องหลายสิ่งห
Yeah,
ลายอ
she
ย่าง
was going through a lot of
ที่
shit
มัน
at that
มา
time
พร้อ
too.
มๆกันยาวเรื่อง
And
เดียว
then for Charlotte, yo, she had to deal with her mom's health, with the record label trying to sue her. She had to deal with preparing to go to Miss Grand Thailand or Miss Grand International in Indonesia. On top of that, Charlotte getting on live and being like, nah, there's no chance we'll ever be together. She was like, bitch, can I catch a break? Can I catch a
ทำให้
break?
มันรู้สึกว่าแบบมันเป็นเรื่องที่ยิ่งใหญ่มาก
แนะน
That boss poster. That boss posters. He is so.
ถ้าเราไม่อยากรับเราก็ลุก
ำเป็นลุก
หนูก็เป็นลุกไง
He acts like a 13-year-old girl.
แล้วเราจะไม่รับปัญหาแล้วนะแล้วเราเป็นลุกเรื่อง
วันเลยค่ะ
ขอบคุณนะคะพี่ลิงฟ้าขอบ
ขอบคุณนะคะ
Look. And then right back to being a celebrity, bro. They be whole heartbroken, but you gotta sit there and smile when somebody walk up to you and ask for a picture and an autograph. That's crazy. I don't know if I'm built for that. That's why I say I want the fortune, but not the
เมื่อกี้
fame.
สวยมากเลย
You
นะ
come up to
ส
me
วย
and
มา
I'm
ก
having a bad day, I'm gonna let you fucking know that. That's why I say people gonna meet me in real life and be like, Nikki's a bitch. I don't know. I don't want to be bothered. I'm
แพน
okay.
ไม่กล้าแพนกล้อง
Can I take a picture? You
เขา
can't.
ขับรถมาเขาเข้าไป
You cannot. I don't feel like fucking posing.
นี่ก็ใส่สีดกันอย่างเดียวเลย
She said flirt.
Hey, wait, wait,
Why y'all always want me to flirt?
นอนด้วยจริง
ได้
ๆจบคืนนี้นอนกับวิสา
ที่ห้องหนูมันลกนะ
ได้หรือวิสาจะมานอนห้องหนู
She right. She said, "Well, then
เดี๋ย
you
ว
come to my
ถาม
room."
แฟนก่อน
มีแฟนแล้วเหรอ
ยัง
อ่ะยังไงโป๊ะนะแม่
ซ้อม
อ๋อ
Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all. Damn. So what y'all think? Y'all tell me what do y'all think about that? I haven't forgotten. I'm gonna do the Jen Lisa joint now. But damn. Where is the Jen Lisa joint? I don't even know. No. Bro, I gotta stop clicking on that joint. I probably never will though. That shit. Hold on. Where's the Jen Lisa joint? Oh, here it is. Jen Lisa flirting. Okay. Oh my god. I feel like P Dad could have known in a sense as well of having gotten closer to Char as well. That's why for me, seeing P Dad still supporting and hanging out with Char speaks well. You know, I said the same thing ultimate when even when Charlotte and Fa was going through what they was going through at the beginning of Chiang Mai, when they were kind of like, you know, sulking and standoffish. I kept trying to tell everybody. I said, look, let me tell you something. I said, if the siblings are still following the presumed significant other, I said, you're good. You're good. You're good. I said, the fact that P Dad and Charlotte were still showing each other support, that also spoke volumes to me. It definitely spoke volumes to me. I haven't forgotten about the Soulmate Live, but I said I was gonna do this one first, and then I will go to the Soulmate Live. I promise y'all. I promise. I can't watch that again. The PTSD. I feel you. I feel you. What the fuck is a G-Dragon? Fa was tired and she felt played by Char. I'm glad Fa went to Indonesia. That distance did them good. Aaron, I agree. Like I said, whether it was Charlotte's intention or not, Fa definitely felt played. She definitely felt rejected and dejected. So when she went to Indonesia, you know, even though her and Charlotte were on speaking terms and they were friendly, I don't think that they were like emphasizing or trying to explore anything romantically with each other. So when Fa went out to Indonesia, she still had that fresh no chance type shit will happen, you know, going on. But she was able to and so she was able to really just kind of go out there and like really flex and do her thing. And you know, Charlotte was watching that shit from afar, and Charlotte was like, you know what, maybe there is a chance. maybe there fucking is a chance, you know? There could be a chance. And she came out there with them mangoes and she created a chance, you know what I'm saying? So go Charlotte Renee Austin. Go Charlotte Renee Austin. You know what I'm saying? Nikki making a statement holding a chicken ball.
People are crazy.